Hit it.
EDL, what is going on? It's that time, the best time of the year. Welcome back. A fucking great season. DZ, what have we figured out how to do here? Say hello to the people.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
We
Little
got,
video conference, Nate.
yeah, we got a video conference able to show you what I'm looking at. The possibilities, the possibilities are endless. What we can do with all this technology.
Yes, sir.
Um, First video of the year. Welcome back video. What do we recap? We're gonna recap some games, talk about a little bit of off-season stuff. Um, eighth year, eighth freaking year going into this. Just want to thank everybody for their activity, being involved. Just all that crap and makes this thing go around. So everyone, good job. Keep it up. Speaking of activity, Jerome, new addition. Want to formally welcome him on one of these videos, EDL, the great EDL videos. But his activity has been great. Great for the chat. Everyone, just good job. Taking over for Cam, taking over for our last year's champion. Big shoes to fill in some aspects, or in a little bit of rebuild. If you were in his shoes, DZ, let me start out with this. You're in his shoes. How would you attack his position in this league? Are you rebuilding? Are you trying to keep it up? What are you doing?
I mean, I probably would have taken my trade for Joe Mixon, but I mean, I guess that's not what he's looking for. A bunch of draft picks and a bunch of young guys. So, I mean, he's doing the right thing, and this is what most people do when they get into the league. They want to put their own um, fingerprint on that team. So, just like similar to Chris Anderson, just straight into rebuild. He's going to have probably a tough first season, but he's a smart guy. He'll figure it out, and he'll be heard from sooner rather than later.
A lot of things. We want to look at the site. See, I can scroll around and you guys can look at what I'm doing. Isn't this so cool? New stuff on the site. You may have noticed I kind of put some things back in that I took off. We got here. Let me show you. The app, I got no control over. The app is what it is. If it works, doesn't work, I don't know. But under these tabs over here, you got the main one here, my team. I don't know how many people you guys use this, but you can do different lineup stuff, different articles, trade bait, all that stuff's been put in, that's been taken out. The news it goes through and shows you just the site, what's going on with people, hot player news. You can look around here, and then again on the end, game day. This is where you'll be able to find the live scoring at the end of the season. Or, I mean, on Sundays. You can click on this game day button. Everyone pretty much knows that, but there's been some stuff added in there, so feel free to look around. Again, on the site, you see the little championship plaques. First thing, survivor pool. Make sure we get that stuff in there. We do have our survivor pool and our confidence pools. Again, I'll be subtracting $2, or it's $1 per person basically to play EDL dollars, and then it's winner take all for those. So I think there's more incentive to play it now because of different holdout rules or different way we're spending money. It'd be nice to win that money, that $12. But you have your survivor pools. Again, you submit your survivor pick right here on the site. Pick who you think's gonna win. Can't pick the same team twice. Once you lose, you're done. Everyone knows this. Confidence, you choose the winner and how confident. So if I think
Highest number,
yeah,
highest, most confident, and highest number.
Eagles beating the Redskins, what are they favored? Like 9? So that'd be a 15. Everyone gets a free one there. But go ahead and fill in all your confidence picks. Winner. So if you do it, you'll be getting $1 taken from you. That means you're playing, blah, blah.
Should we get confirmations from everybody on this? Because, I mean, I don't want someone coming in week 3, filling it out the first 2 weeks, and in week 3 they lose their survivor, and they're like, well, I wasn't in the contest.
If you do week 1, you're in. We have your fantasy pool summaries here. This is what we've always done for fun. You just pick who you think's going to win the matchups. There's no e-bucks attached to this. The records are back up. Franchise records. God, last year was a big year. Players' records aren't popping up, and even if I click on this to actually go look at them, they're not there. So maybe if I move that to a different spot, or maybe it'll pop up eventually. But want to get that fixed. Season records. Let me talk to you, Dan. talk a little bit about the franchise and what's going on here. Just looking at points, we added points, so there's more last year. But let's look over here at these franchise records. Last year, Pete Wolf, the Wolf, put up the top 2 scores ever. Oh man, he put up 1, 2, and 4 on the record books last year. Pretty fucking impressive. Continuing on down, you have Seward on there twice, and you have Edwards on there twice. DZ, is that the big 3 this year? Is that the big 3 teams in the league?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. What do you?
Snakes are back. I mean, we're coming.
Okay.
It's over. Seward, your time as number 2 is over. Y'all playing for third.
Playing for third. I'll play for third? Oh, man. So who's playing for first?
Man, it's a no-brainer. Pete, I mean, I know Pete's been beat the last 2 years, but that's what it's going to take is typically a miracle to beat that fucking the most loaded roster I've ever fucking seen in my life. More loaded than the 92 Dream Team.
Pete hasn't won since 2014. It's been a while, DZ. It's been a while.
It doesn't matter. Come on. All due respect, and I mean with all due respect, he should have beat Tito. And obviously, the late great Cam, he should beat Cam as well. I mean, he's just this just proves that in any given week, anyone can get beat.
True, very true. I think Seward's a tough team. I think Edwards is a tough team. They're both in that division. That division is always a hard one. We'll see if Chris Anderson in his second year, I feel like he's been in the league so much longer. If he can get competitive, Casey always seems, if Zeke is signed anytime, that's going to be huge. If you got Pete in the Central, the East is going down this year. I'm not giving up.
This is the cupcake conference right here, our division this year. Yeah, absolutely.
No.
I mean, this is walk away. I might clinch in week 7. I don't know yet. Maybe week 6.
Stop. I'm definitely going to be better than that. All right. What else we got going on in this crap?
I mean, should we talk about you? I mean, you've had some hard eggs this offseason, mate. Should we get into that yet, or do you want to wait?
I mean, we can. If you look, I kind of skimmed over it, but season records, where's mine? Oh, record streaks. Last year, 12-game winning streak. I was 12-0. Then you have guys like Andrew Luck, obviously. Fuck my life, still wearing. It was Gurley, Kareem Hunt. I almost lost. Think if I lost Tyreek Hill. Like, I guess the jury's still out on Gurley. We'll see. Sucks. But I was this close to losing Hunt, Hill, Gurley, and Luck all in one.
I mean, you should have lost Tyreek Hill. You said your e-buck limit was 30. You said your e-buck limit was 30. I dropped 32 on him, and you called it. I mean, you should have lost him as well.
It was a brilliant call. I'm glad I did it. No, I still think I can compete. I like my roster. I think there's some guys that are still on the waiver wire that might be starters for me that might contribute. So, speaking of that, by the way, we got blind bidding going on. That will be wrapped up tomorrow at 8 p.m. All bids are final then, and it'll give me 2 hours to push the bids through, see who won. First come, first serve starts at 10 Wednesday. Again, I set up all the blind bidding. It's tricky every year. So if something doesn't work and you're trying to do something at 10, blow my phone up. Also, if someone goes in first come, first serve and picks them up at like 9:59 or before the 10, that player will automatically go back. If it's before 10 at all, he's automatically going back in the pool, and he's not eligible until 10:30. Just throwing that out there. I'll check it right at 10. If anyone's before 10, they're getting automatically dropped, and they won't be bid. You can't pick them up again until 10:30. So just make sure you see that thing hit 10 before you hit add.
So what happens if they pick him up at 10:29? We're moving that to 11? I can do this all night, man. I stay up late.
Let's hope.
I'll wait till these motherfuckers go to sleep.
It doesn't count. What the hell else we got? I think that's pretty much it. Remember, everyone has to submit their lineups it doesn't just. That's pretty much just for Jerome. You got to go in there and actually turn in a lineup every week. But off season, Dan, what do you think? Do we have a good off season? Everything draft,
Yeah,
free agency.
I had a good time. I had a blast.
I feel like it was one of our better as a whole, as a group, off seasons. Everyone trying to do stuff, making some moves. Do you got anybody you think had like maybe the best off season, possibly?
Oh man, I mean, I'm I like what I did. I mean, to be honest,
Give me some
I
of your key moves.
well, I snatched Tevin Coleman from Seward, and I traded. I mean, I don't like this trade that I traded Galladay for Philip Lindsay, but I used those pieces to get me Dalvin Cook. I also made a trade for Damon Williams. Obviously, that is kind of blowing up in my face a little bit, but dude, Shane McCoy's too old, man. So I think Damon Williams is going to get it done. Big offense, so I mean, I like what I did. Obviously, did anyone else make trades? I mean, I know Pete always making moves.
Yeah, Dalvin actually got traded twice this offseason.
Yes, that is true. That is
So
true.
where did he got down? I forget. I actually got what I'm looking at right now is the trades just from. Now it's all jumbled, so whatever. But Dalvin's around here somewhere. We had a. What do you think about this? Going back to it, Pete. It's actually a Pete trade on the draft. The David Johnson trade. Where's that one at?
That was Tito, and I think he got Christian Kirk in a first.
Yeah, what was it 1.8?
It might have been.
David Johnson.
Yeah. Wow, went right back to Tito once we got to the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Kirk got moved to Robbie.
Johnson, and then Kirk went to Robbie. So let's see. So what did Kirk go for? After.
Probably a first. I think it was a first.
Lamar Jackson, Christian Kirk, and 2-7 for 1-7, 3-1, and 2-2.
Okay.
I'm looking at it right now. So Kirk's been on the move a couple times.
Might be that.
Hey, would you give up Kirk and 1.8 right now for David Johnson? I feel like that's a good trade for Tito.
Yeah, no. I mean, I love David Johnson, and it broke my heart to give him up last year. But I mean, I also like this Christian Kirk kid, man. I like what Robbie did here. I actually like what Robbie did. Yeah. Got Lamar Jackson. Jerome's already coming out saying, Lamar Jackson can be a top 5 quarterback. So I mean, I like. You kind of talked me into him this offseason. I never really liked the guy, but I mean, you bring in the running aspect, the 0.2. This guy carried the ball an awful lot last year, so he could really make some noise in this league for Robbie. I like what Robbie did.
Calvin Ridley's been on the move. Kiki, there's your Galladay trade. Dalvin Cook. Yeah, there's been some movers. So some teams trying to get better, So that's. I think we're gonna have so it's gonna be fun, especially doubleheader week 3. So much happens in the first few weeks of the season. It's pretty big. Let's look at our games. You want to preview some games?
Absolutely.
I don't even know how long this video is. We're just talking, rambling. All right.
Y'all just listen.
Game of the week. Let's change it. Everyone was kind of already talking about it. Again, which I thought is impressive. You see it here on the. Where are you guys at? Right here. Wolf of Dynasty Street holds a 2-4 all-time series record against Snakes on the draft. I haven't looked it up, but I believe, Pete, you're probably the only positive person against him, which is impressive. So game of the week. Started out with a bang, but we're going to go to the top. We got Seward. Is this the top one for you too? Odd Forsaken versus Too Much Ballage, Matt?
Yeah, I'll find where you're at. We're good. Just ramble them off.
He's got Drake for a 0. Can you just look at it and give me your thought? I mean, we're not going to go person by person or anything. You guys, Seward's favored by, my math is terrible, 35-ish, 37, 38.
Why they got a 0 for Kenyon Drake?
That's weird. I don't know anything about that. The Hurricane? Are they going to play in that game?
Oh, no, that can't be it. Tunsil being traded? No, that's not it either.
That game, I
I
would be
don't. I
surprised
have
that
no
game
clue
plays
what's
like
going.
Tuesday, but that's a weird one.
Did they
Obviously, I
move the
like
game?
them. I haven't heard anything of it, but I know it's up in the air. They'll play. I bet they play it Tuesday if it gets canceled on Sunday. But I'm sure that's why it's a 0.
Yeah, yeah. Well, anyways, this is easy one right here. This is Seward. You know, Matt still has not done anything that impresses me. I mean, he added Devontae Freeman. You know,
I like
bravo.
Matt's team
Mark
more
Ingram.
than you. D's nuts. Got him.
I'm looking through it. I'm trying to get excited, and I'm not. You like Jack Doyle? Reunited with Jacoby Brissett? Is that what you like? Is that what you're seeing, Nate?
No. Sanu, hey, good trade. Way to go, get Sanu. Will
He's not even
Fuller.
starting them.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he'll be all right. But no, I got this one for Seward as well. I got this one for Seward. Seward's a dominant team. When you got freaking Kamara and McCaffrey, two of the top redraft picks on the same dynasty roster, that's crazy.
Yeah. And his receiving core is nuts, too.
Let's
I'm
hope
not
they don't
sure why
trade
he's got
Odell.
Not sure why Richard Higgins is in. Maybe he's trolling. That's my only guess.
Yeah.
But everything else looks good here.
All right. We're going to go sweep to Seward. All right. Moving on to straight. Flash homie. I did not see the name change. I like it. Straight Flash homie against Glory Hole. Mr. Rupp. Rupp's team's been in question marks. He kind of lucked out, I think, with McCoy going to KC. That's for sure. But let's assume Zeke played. Did he sign yet, or is it just closed? Let's assume Zeke's playing. I don't even know. Actually, KC's favored right now by about 20, 18-20. Is that how you see it playing out?
Wow.
He's got Chase Edmonds in.
I mean, they get some weird starts. Yeah, like Chase. I mean, Rupp's got Chase Edmonds in.
He doesn't really have anywhere else to go.
Darren Waller's in for Casey. I mean, I know there's the hype's up, but geez.
He'll be better when maybe if Herndon's good. Who knows?
I mean, if Zeke's playing, I give this to Casey. Zeke don't play. Rupp squeaks one. This is an awkward pause here.
I'm deciding. I'm looking at stuff. I'm deciding. I'm trying to decide.
Well, talk it out with us, man. Tell us what you're thinking.
Oh, I was looking at Rupp's team. I was trying to see if like Tyrell's a little bit banged up. He's so much better when AJ Green's healthy, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
But if DK, his roster will be better when DK gets better, or Noah Fant, you know. But I'm actually gonna go Rupp here. He's gonna get some fluky ass defensive bullshit. Everson Griffin, Hunter. Who do the Vikings play first?
They're playing the Falcons, I believe.
Yeah.
So are they going to be able to get after Matt Ryan?
Matt Ryan's pretty good at getting rid of the ball. He's not going to turn it over much. I'm going Casey. Casey's freaking.
The two Minnesota DNs changed it for you? Wow.
It was close. It's a close one.
Yes.
All right, moving on. We got myself. God, look at those points projected. Jesus Christ. Versus Chris Anderson, Mr. 5-year plan. Is he going to get
fired? Hey, you're just going to – I think you should leave Luck in. I think you should leave Luck in week 1 in honor of him. Just leave him in your lineup.
All right, hold on.
Are you going to go switch that? Yeah, oh, my goodness, you better because you're about a 40-point dog right now.
Yeah, just so it looks better. Jamal Sanders.
Like not even a dog, like a bat, like a 159 dog. I mean, that's gross, dude. Even though his projections don't mean shit, when they say you're going to score 159, that's translation toilet bowl.
Okay. Shut up. All right, refresh your page. It's going to be better now.
It better be.
What a long video. Is this like a half hour? Holy shit. We're going to have to fix that.
Yes.
190.
Tito will listen to the whole thing.
I'm within 12. I'm within 12. Yeah, Tito will. Shout out to Tito.
Tito and Robbie will watch it all the way through. Those are our biggest fans.
Yep, number ones. We should make T-shirts for him.
Man, I'm telling you, like that the potential on Chris's team is exciting. Like I would maybe swap my team for his. Maybe.
It'd be a smart move.
No, I mean my team's got way more talent and looks better and all that,
Ertz
but
is about to fall off. We know about
just
all
as
that.
just as his draft picks. You know how I am about draft picks.
Bro,
I
I'm
get
winning
to.
this game. I'm winning this
No,
game.
I mean, you know what?
I'm
Let's see.
winning
He's
this
got
game.
Seattle
No doubt about
heavy.
it. No doubt.
Uh,
We're playing for pride. That's what my quote says. That's changing. That's changing.
what is Chris Jerome's?
This is
Ex-
Anderson. This is Birdman.
No, I know. But I want to know Chris Jerome's excuse for when Todd Gurley blows up in week 1. Like, how many weeks does Todd Gurley have to blow up to where he's like he owns the L, or is he just gonna hold it? Is he just gonna be like, oh, finally he'll break down? Well, yeah. Well, eventually everyone breaks down. So is it gonna happen this year? I want a definitive answer from Jerome in the chat. You tell us exactly when Todd Gurley is going to break down. I don't want this fucking no hedging your bets bullshit. I want to know when he is done.
All right. I'm winning that shit.
And I'm sure you're curious to know when Todd Gurley is going to be done.
He's wrong. He's just making a name for himself. He's earning his stripes. And he's going to look like the Bengals. He's not going to look any better than that team.
Are you starting Irv Smith? My God. What reports have you heard?
Good ones.
You know Mike Zimmer hates rookies, right? Probably hates 21-year-old rookies. Tight ends, 21. 1 point.
Nobody else.
He's going to kick an extra point, dude. It was what's going to happen, dude.
All right. Well, let's move on. We got Jerome, weekend at Gurley's. God, what a he's jinxing it for his own bad. Like Gurley's gonna kill it this year, all because of Jerome.
And he's got Darrell Henderson already in the lineup, so I mean that's got to be an indication that he thinks Gurley's going to be dead week 1, right?
Yeah, that's insanity at its finest. All right, Edwards, Jerome. Is Jerome getting a win? Is he starting out with a win? How long will it take for Jerome to get his first win?
Jerome's not getting a win here. He just got one good thing going for him. And I've said this, even though I went after Tevin Coleman, I've always been a Matt Breida truther. And he's the number 1 right now. And I think he is the best running back in that backfield. That's going to help Chris out. But I mean, like, you just look at this, Joe Mixon's his only saving grace, and you look at Alshon Jeffrey, Yawn, Curtis Samuel, boring, Marcus Scantling Valdez. We don't even know if he beat out Allison or whatever. Yeah, man, it's just ugly here, dude. You got Edwards. He's one of the power fours in the league, and top 4. He's in the top 4.
I thought that was just funny.
No brainer.
I thought it was a 3, but it's a 4. Hey, if you're watching this,
are you trying to kick me out?
You need to fix this, my guy. Birdman, if you're watching. All right, I got Edwards there too. I agree, Edwards is tough. It's not happened yet. Jerome, he's got a picture on his roster page. It's still from Brett Rowe from like 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, get that out of here.
Come on. We got Tito and Robbie. The almost game of the week. The close second. 2 powerhouses. Who's starting out with the win? One of these 2 teams is starting out with a win.
Oh, man. Okay. Oh man, it's over. Robbie's got McCole Hardman in the starting lineup. It's GG's. Tito's gonna take this one. He's gonna take that ass. He's getting lucky like he did a few years ago. I mean, Austin Eckler is already gonna be that's huge for him.
I don't like 8.3 for Christian Kirk on Robbie. Yeah. He's got a couple guys that I feel like are kind of looked a little low. Not a lot of double-digit stuff, but you got the maniac down here. But I think Robbie's score turns out to be a little better than that.
Yeah, Corey Davis is going to score more than 9.8, in my opinion.
Is he starting Deshaun or no? Oh, he can't. Didn't Deshaun break his finger or something?
Deshaun Jackson? Who even has him?
Robbie. I think he broke his finger or something.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Does he have Lockett in? Yeah, 13.
No, of course.
13 for Lockett? I don't know.
That's probably a little low. I mean, but David Johnson can easily pop off.
God,
Like, David Johnson's probably going to score more than Jordan Howard. Let's be real. You know, Dante Pettis is too high in my opinion. I know he's the one.
Tito can compete again. He's got a solid.
Yeah, Tito's got a nice team. Tito's going to probably. I mean, I think there's a top 6 and then there's a bottom 6, and I think he's like the best of the bottom 6.
That's fair. I'm giving Tito the win there.
He could get some bad luck and miss the playoffs, which might be good luck for him if he has his own first. Or, I mean, he can have some good luck and make it all the way to the Super Bowl again. Who knows? It's the EDL.
And then we got game of the week. Wolf, Dynasty Street, Snakes on a Draft, battling out. Are you guys the number 1 and number 2 projecteds, right? I'm just glancing through the bottoms of these. 226 is the number 1 versus number 2 projected. Well earned game of the week to start out the year. Possibly the 2 heavyweights. DC's saying he's a heavyweight. I mean, it's been a while, DZ. We hear this. There's some teams all the time in the NFL that just like at the beginning of the season they got all this bark. You're kind of like the Jaguars, DZ. It's kind of how you're like Jalen Ramsey right now.
I mean, can you come up with a team that's been to Super Bowls and won one? Okay, because that's who I am. I know, you could brag about your division titles. Do they give a trophy away for that? I can't remember. Do you have like a trophy? Own. You have a trophy case at home?
Yep, I got my own.
Just have like Josh draw some with some crayon or whatever. But anyway, no.
Are you going to win this game and tell me why you're going to win this game?
Look at.
Tell me why you have a chance.
When I first saw that
people should consider you to have a chance.
Let me tell you. Like when I first saw this on my schedule, I'm like, fuck, dude, I do not want to start the season off with a loss. But the closer and closer we get to this game, it's actually fucking great timing for me, dude. Melvin Gordon's on a holdout right here. And we just made that trade where now he traded for Tevin Coleman, who is obviously in a fucking split with Burita we talked about. And we got Lindsey in a split. I got some splits too. I got Damian Williams, but if you look at Dalvin Cook, Fournette, and Kerryon, I should have 3 guys that should be getting a good chunk of their action here. Obviously, I have to worry about Saquon Barkley. He's the scariest man on the earth. But I think I have a shot. I think I have a shot to beat Pete. It's not a good one. We already talked about it on the chat earlier. It's not a good chance. Tito said I'm going to get smacked by 50. Fuck that. Let's put some money on that bitch. Give me 50 points and I got this covered. But it's going to be close, bro. And the projections say it.
Better than I thought. What the fuck? Is this your starting lineup? Any changes coming?
I don't think so. I mean, I got to, obviously, defensive-wise, I got to see what's cracking.
Isn't Edelman suspended?
No. Why is he suspended? I wish he was.
I'm tripping.
That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? Or was that last year? Steroids?
Cameron Jordan. Cameron Jordan. He's going against the Texans. He's going to eat.
Bro, are you making like all your decisions based on defense?
Yep.
Please stop it.
The swings. You got these close matchups. Look at all these scores. Defense.
Well, anyways, the good news is, I don't catch Pete in a week where I have a bunch of buys, and I don't catch him later in the season when there's injuries and shit like that. I'm kind of glad I got him week 1. Let's get it out of the way. Then it's fucking 12-0 after that, 13-0, whatever it is. Might take 1 L, 13-0 the rest of the way.
That's a good point. I like it. Game of the week. It should be a fucking good one. It's good to be back, DZ.
Absolutely.
It's good to be back. EDL. You got anything else? Is this it? Our pre-season video?
Do we want to make predictions at all, or?
Oh, okay. Do you want to do division winners? Because I know who I'm picking for the East.
Absolutely. Let's get right into it. This is pretty simple.
We're gonna fly through it. We'll do because we'll go down the list. We'll start at the top. The West: Seward, Casey, Chris Anderson, Edwards. The West is always funky as fuck. So I'm gonna go with the guy that I wouldn't think would win it. I would think Seward would win it.
But like I said, the West is funky, so we're going to give it to Edwards.
Cam Newton scares me. I'm going to stick Stewart here, but I think it's going to be a dogfight. If Cam Newton sucks, is Trubisky, or if he's hurt by any means, or isn't Cam, he might need to make a trade sometime this season.
He'll trade his 2023 first and shit. So.
All right, Central Division. Anyone competing with Pete?
Nah.
Rupp's kind of in the middle.
Actually, I said ours was the cupcake conference, our division, but that's the easiest one by far. Especially when Rupp has pretty much been neutered. It's not the same Rupp, he's not as scary as he used to be. So yeah, that's easy. That's easy money. Pete's gonna win the next 10, guaranteed. He's the Patriots.
East Division. I'll admit, after looking at your roster, it's pretty fucking nice. But I think I can compete. I think I can get it done.
No, if you're gonna pick yourself, let's put some cheddar.
That's bad juju.
Oh my goodness!
I don't mess with the fantasy.
How about this then? You give the money to Edwards, have him bet on you, and then we'll do it that way.
It's just gonna happen. I'll collect the money from the winnings from the division like I have been. That'll be me. I will admit, you're probably the favorite right now. But a lot can change. A lot can change fast. So.
Gurley gets a new knee.
You want to do any Super Bowl predictions, or does that even matter?
Yeah, I mean, how do you want to do it? You want to say who's going to be in the Super Bowl? Because I've already pretty much said what I think is going to happen.
All right, you got Pete versus who in the Super Bowl? Can't pick yourself.
I can't pick myself?
No.
Edwards.
That's a good one. I don't know if I go wrong with that. Seward, when the hell are you going to get out of the first round?
Yeah, dude. I can't pick. I ain't picking that guy until he gets out of first.
That's a strong. When does the favorites ever win the Super Bowl, though? But Edwards Pete feels fucking right.
Pete's going to win, dude. Pete's going to win this year. You can book it.
You never know. A lot can happen.
I'm not, yeah. So.
All right, who's our toilet bowl?
Oh, here's the exciting part right now.
Who's the toilet bowl?
Are we going to pick all four, right?
Sure.
Okay, so. Well, we got Matt.
Does anyone out of the West Division make the toilet bowl?
You know what? Honestly, I would say it would be Casey. If anybody. I mean, because, like Anderson said, I mean, he tried to fucking suck last year and made the playoffs. You know what I mean? So, like, he tried. But, I mean, I think I think Chris has got stupid talent. And if 50% of it realizes this season, he's going to make the playoffs. Edwards is going to make the playoffs. Chris is going to make the playoffs. So that leaves Casey with a lot of question marks.
It's a tough division. I think all of them. I don't think toilet bowl comes out of there. I got all.
None of them.
I got all four making playoffs.
Damn.
I don't know if that's possible, but that's going to be tough for even having to see Stewart twice and Edwards twice, being Birdman or Casey. That's tough.
Yeah.
Central Division.
Might have three come out here. You might have three. I mean, I think Matt. Sorry, Matt, if you're watching this right now, like you're a lock to not make the playoffs in my book. So Matt's in there. Jerome's in the toilet bowl. Matt is in the toilet bowl. Now it comes down to Robbie, Tito, you, Rupp.
For how many spots?
Casey. So we got Matt and Robbie probably make the toilet bowl.
All right, Matt and Robbie.
Now you're looking at like Tito.
Jerome. You got to put Jerome in there.
No, Jerome's in. No, okay, sorry.
Jerome's not built like
No, Robbie's got a sneaky chance to make playoffs. Jerome and Matt are for sure in a toilet bowl, in my opinion.
All right. I'm going Jerome, Matt, Robbie, and Rupp. There's my toilet bowl.
Ooh, Rupp?
Yep.
I'll go Jerome, Matt. You.
Fuck.
and Casey.
Mm. Oh yeah, you have to go Casey. You already said you're going Casey. All right, DZ. Good shit, man. Good video.
Yeah. And
Um,
hey,
hmm.
now we can do this shit every week. I don't have to drive over to your fucking house for 15 minutes of this shit. So it'll be a lot easier. We'll get videos out every week, right, Nate?
Hopefully, realist dynasty league ever EDL. Good shit. Good luck, everybody.